right, man, let's talk about, you got a lot of guys out here saying that single mothers can't put men first, and that's a big problem for them. But in general, do women really put men first is a great question. Do they really prioritize men? And this is where I think a lot of these dudes are delusional. Where obviously in the beginning of a relationship, a woman will prioritize, the person she dates. He's a priority. If she really likes him, and vice versa, you're a priority. You got to understand as a man, bro, this traditional man shit that people say, you want a relationship, you want a house, a family, a white picket fence, you know what I'm saying? You are not number one on anybody's list, once the relationship really get to rolling. You're not a priority. A lot of times if a woman cooking for the house, it's really about feeding them babies. And you got people having dumb debates. Well, who should she make a plate first for? I mean, does it really matter? It takes 10 to 30 seconds to make 30 seconds to a minute to make a plate of that. Who complaining about a chick making a plate? I ain't tripping. If the baby's gonna eat first, cool. We bring my plate a minute or two late. A lot of times when the food is done, I ain't gonna eat right away, no way. Because I'm working on something else, or I'm doing something else, or I'm entrenched in something else. But a lot of these dudes got this delusion out here. I hear people say, well, she cannot put you number one. And I'm just thinking like, bro, you ain't really never number one in nobody's book. Last time you was number one in somebody's book is when you was an adolescent, when you was a child. Maybe even when you weren't a teenager. As a man, when you become a teenager, everybody start treating you a lot differently. But that's another conversation. I don't want to venture off in that. But are you really number one, bruh? Are you really number one in her eyes? You not. You not. A lot of times women start to worry a dude being number one as soon as you can't provide nothing no more. As soon as you get injured or you get sick or she fear that you might pass away and she ain't saving no money up or you ain't got no retirement, no pension, then they get the concern. When your ability to provide becomes into question, then that's when you become a concern. When your health becomes a concern, when maybe something goes on where you got to stop doing what you're working for a minute, and it becomes a concern. But you see, women don't prioritize your needs number one, bro. I keep telling people that, bro. That's why, you got to look out for yourself, man. Like, go check out my brother Kofi Universe video channel. Great, hip-hop channel. He sent me this book called Looking Out for Number One. I forget the author and stuff. If I can screenshot and put on the screen, I will. If I remember when I edit it. That's what y'all kind of got to understand, man. Like, women don't prioritize you as number one. Her hair, her nails, her if she got kids, the kids. If y'all had kids, the kids. A lot of times, her family come before you. And the only reason if you are prioritized high in her life is because you provided. Now, is it sometimes where she can put you number one? Absolutely. When she wants something, or if she wants something, she gonna put you number one. Oh, you get sick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can't provide something, then she kind of concerned. But y'all talking about there's no way she could put you not number one regardless. When the honeymoon phase of the relationship is over with, bro, and y'all farting around each other, y'all staying with each other or seeing each other on a daily basis or whatever, you ain't the priority no more, man. You ain't no number one priority for long. And that's the dynamic of the honeymoon phase. Y'all are used to each other. So guess what? When you get used to somebody, you start to fall into habits. Now, if you was in a previous relationship and now you in another one, you healed and all that, now it's the time to see, if the mistakes that you made in the other relationship, have you really learned through your healing process, learn from? You learn from that. You see if you learn from that and see if somebody can still kind of, it's a different conversation. But yeah, you ain't number one in her eyes, bro. Come on, maybe on your birthday, you know, that's what they try to make your birthday so special for. What you want to do. And you already know when Ninja's gonna say life done whoop the nigga ass. You want peace, you want quiet. Any hard working man want peace, quiet. Ain't too many ninjas that's 30 years up talking about they want a birthday party or they want a birthday celebration. Only celebration that ninjas want is peace and quiet, or a vacation or a getaway where I can have peace and quiet. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get prioritized on that day. Barely on Father's Day, a lot of y'all get prioritized. That's number one. And once you get older, you notice don't nobody give a fuck about you unless something happened to you. You see all these chicks on social media, their brother died, or let's say their dad died, you ain't know dad was in her life. Oh, you were a great dad. You know, as a man, you don't get your credit until you gone or you compromise. And for young men, you start to credit your dad when you go through life and see all the shit they went through that you didn't see on a daily basis. You see what your mama go through. Even if you live in a two-parent household, you see it. But all the shit your daddy deal with on the 9 to 5, come back, cut the grass, come back, cut the grandma grass, take care of everybody, hold everything down, and still got time to throw the football, throw the baseball, show you how to install the toilet. You know what I'm saying? You start to see like, damn, how do you do all that? You know, being with a mother or seeing a mama is like watching it's like watching the movie get made, right? But with the father, it's like you see the movie, but you don't see how it got made. You don't see nothing behind the scenes. Women will never, unfortunately, understand that part of it. But as a man, once you step into your rites of passage as a teenager, as a young man, as a man, once you start going through yourself, like, damn, this nigga was Superman. How you do this? How you figure this out? How you evade this? And as men too, we don't have the mentorship or the emotional connection that women have. We don't express ourselves verbally like that. You know, they'll drop little jewels here and there on you about things, and hopefully you just take it or whatever, but it's different. But yeah, nobody gonna prioritize a man on a regular basis as the number one at all. So when, as a man, you don't take care of your health, as a man, when you don't do stuff nice for yourself, when you sacrifice it for everybody else, but don't do nothing for yourself, don't take care of your health, don't put no money aside, don't take no time off for yourself, don't do what you want to do, of course you gonna die before your wife gonna die. Because literally everybody taking a piece of you and nobody's prioritizing you, even when you old. You hear people say, my mama not going on nursing home. Shit, they throw the daddy in there fast as hell. So yeah, you not really number one, even in the kids' eyes. They got their eyes on other prizes. Girl they like at school, boy they like at school, basketball team, shoes, clothes, they kids, they toys, they mama, you know what I'm saying? With a man, it's like you don't know what you had until he's gone out your life, or you no longer provide once you provide. That's why a lot of these women get out here, they run to the streets and they don't know what they got. We all victims to it. You know, men, we get our relationships and we forget how convenient the relationships was. Maybe some things. Maybe it might be as far as her washing your clothes, or it might be as far as just some punani. It might be as far as whatever. And you got to make that adjustment without living with that necessity anymore. You know, and it is a necessity. But you ain't number one, 9 times out of 10, you ain't number one. Even wealthy guys, they ain't nobody number one. They tolerate you because you got the money. They wait on you hand and feet because you got the money. But ain't nobody number one. You only number one when they asking for you. They asking for something. And when you say no, watch how everybody treat you different. Or everybody upset because of the decision you made. And watch how everybody, the mood change and everybody pissed off at you. They don't prioritize you number one on a day-to-day basis. So when I hear people say, well, single mothers can never put you number one. Women don't ever put you number one. You might think she might make you feel like you number one. Her apology is bending over for you or spreading her legs. That's her apology. She thinks that fixes everything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's somebody who can't get none who prioritize punani number one, but as you get older, you learn like, huh? Maybe on your birthday is a Father's Day. You know, first thing they want to do, they want to spread their legs open like that's a fucking gift. Like that's a Monday through Sunday type gift. They want to barbecue and not, like I said before, people that argument kills me. Well, she can never prioritize you as women don't prioritize you as number one regardless. They don't. Excuse me, turn my ear up a little bit. They don't. So let's get out that habit that women constantly can just put you number one. Yes, in the beginning that's gonna happen. Even stay-at-home moms don't prioritize, or stay-at-home wives don't prioritize their husband's number one. They don't. You're never consistently number one in anybody's book. Never. Never. As a man, never. It's a rarity. If you providing a whole lot of something, yes, they will wait on you hand and feet. Hand and foot. But it's the minute you're not bringing nothing to the table, or you say no, or it's just a regular day, you ain't number one. And that's my opinion on it. So, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. I appreciate that. Peace.